Question 11. A solid metal sphere has a radius of 1.5 centimeters. So we have a radius 1.5 centimeters and we know we're dealing with a sphere. We are given its mass as 109.6 grams and we're being asked to calculate the density. So quite often as soon as you see something involving mass and some object that has a volume, chances are density is going to be lurking somewhere. So just to quote our density formula, and if you forget this, there's a clue there is a clue I'll show you in a moment. Density is our mass divided by volume. Now sometimes that can be deduced from the information that's given here, but where you're actually going to be able to remember that formula is from what I've just circled there, because that gram is a mass, and that centimeter cubed is a volume, and that forward slash in between them is a division sum. So if you ever forget your density formula, always look for the units, either of the density if it's given in the question, or of the density units that are given in the answer, in this case, right? Our grams and our centimeters both match the density that the question wants, so we don't have any conversions to do. So all that's left to do now is actually just plug the numbers in. We have 109.6 as our density. We have our radius. Oh no, we don't. Our radius is 1.5. We need to get the volume of the sphere first. So our volume of a sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed. That information is given in your formula sheet. We type this in our calculator, 4/3 times pi times 1.5 cubed. Let it do the hard work, times 1.5 cubed. And the calculator gives me this, it gives me 9/2 pi, which I'm just going to keep for now. If I press the SD button, I'm going to get a really long decimal, so I'm just going to save myself having to write all that out. And I'm just going to use the answer button when it comes to this part here. So I'm effectively going to type into the calculator 109.6 divided by ANS. I'm going to press that button there. Okay, but you need to write this out, of course, like I've done there, because that's actually what you're typing in your calculator. So 109.6, well, that's the calculation that the calculator is doing, should I say. Divide these together, we get 7.75261, blah, blah, blah. Double check the question to see about rounding. In this case, it wants it correct to 3 significant figures. So we have 1, 2, 3. The rounding is going to happen after the 5, which this 2 will not change. So we end up with a 5, and before it is going to be a 7.75 grams per centimeters cubed. Done.